Mine looks crazy. Okay. All right. Oops, so crunchy. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We're gonna unbox another Rainbow High doll today. I'm super excited about this one. This was one of the standouts, I think, in this particular line. This is Victoria Whitman. So she looks great. So this is one of the ones where they actually put a lot of effort into like her skin detail. She seems to have freckles all over her whole body, which is something that they've only done, I think they only did this once before with the character who had vitiligo. I cannot remember her name, unfortunately, but they did something similar before, so I'm really excited to get her out and see if she looks really good. The boxes are the same boxes we saw with Shadow High Series 2. It's got the little like decal thing with their character, and then it says Rainbow High right there. And then the box has the characters on the back. I already unboxed her, and then this is the one we're unboxing today. And she is a fashion design focus. Big surprise. Okay, let's get her out. I need to start watching the show again. There was a while where I was like binge watching Rainbow High. I have a tendency to kind of like binge watch a bunch of it and then forget about it for a couple months. So I should probably start binge watching it again. I'm so far behind. I stopped somewhere in the middle of Rainbow Vision. Mine looks crazy. Okay. All right. Oops, so crunchy. All right, so here she is without the glare. There she is in the box. Here's all her accessories. We'll take a look at those in a second. And then the stand is right there with her little comb. So I just redid all of the Rainbow High display in my like office area here, and it's like all right there. I finally have them all displayed. I'm gonna probably make a video about that soon, actually, but I do have to get all of the new ones out and like displayed as well. So here is the art that is hidden behind her. She's got these cool little line drawings of herself, and then they're really cute. I really like whoever's doing these line drawings. Good job. They look so good. They always look so good. I kind of wish they weren't just like hidden in the back of the box. There's so much doll hair everywhere. A lot of times when you get these out of the box, a lot of their hair kind of like sheds a little bit. So they do come with a doll stand. It's just a little waist hugger stand. Done. Great. And the little comb. So she comes with a little sewing machine as well. A couple of them in this line come with a little sewing machine. She also comes with a hair dryer. She comes with the makeup palette, and then her phone. Her phone is just like her on like a social media platform looking at a picture of herself. Most of their phones, they're just looking at pictures of themselves on their phone. It's so funny. And then the two hangers that you can hang up clothes on. Let me actually really quickly, I want to take out the sewing machine. I think I mentioned this in the last video that the sewing machine actually does work, and I didn't actually show it. So this is the same sewing machine that Jet Dawson came with if you had her, but if you didn't have her, you can actually turn this thing and the needle of the sewing machine does move. That's pretty cool. I think this is a really cool little prop. So I'm glad they reused this, because this was a cool prop that came with Jet Dawson, and now they've given us a couple different versions of it in these newer dolls. Mine's hair is a little bit scuffed, to be honest. I'm gonna have to take down a lot of this and kind of re-zhuzh it up a little bit when I do go to wash out her hair, but she's really pretty. She's really pretty. She just has kind of like a sort of like very detailed like top and skirt situation. She doesn't come with any extra like jacket or so the one has like a boa type thing that's around her neck. She's the only one that doesn't have like an extra piece that goes over her outfit from what I've seen so far. So that's interesting, but also she's the only one that has like full body paint, so that's pretty cool. So let's look at her face. Her face is really f***ing beautiful. Like she's got the freckles all over her face. She has this like really interesting lip color where it's sort of like, I don't know, like this is giving me like not so much like a printed doll face, like what you usually expect from these kinds of dolls, but more so like if somebody had hand painted it. I'm sure this probably isn't hand painted. I'm sure they probably have some sort of trick they do to make it look like that, but the detail on this is so cool. Her eyes are blue. There's nothing really, her makeup's kind of simple, honestly. There's nothing crazy about it. She does have interesting eyebrows. Interesting eyebrows. She has these really cool earrings. I've never seen these before. This is clearly like a new sculpt for this particular character. Love these. And they usually do kind of like, honestly, they usually get a little lazy with the earrings and just reuse a lot of earrings they've used before, but these are really cool. I've never seen these before, so that's pretty cool. Her hair color is gorgeous. It's one of the most natural hair colors they've ever done, I think. It's sort of like almost like a strawberry blonde kind of color, like a sort of pinkish blonde. Love it. I love this. I love when Rainbow High dolls have like natural hair colors. A lot of people will reroute these dolls to have more natural hair colors. I've never done that myself because I'm just lazy. But I always love seeing pictures of people's dolls like that. So I'm glad that they've started incorporating more natural hair colors into the doll lines. Because I've always wondered, why are their hair always so colorful? Do they just dye their hair like every single like week? Or is everybody at Rainbow High wearing a wig? Like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. They do come to school like in like their highest drag, but still, it's just kind of like interesting that everybody has like really colorful hair. So it's nice to see some more characters that just have more natural hair colors. They've done a lot of darker hair colors in the past, like just black hair with a little bit of streaks of color in it, but they don't usually do like actual like human hair colors, like brunette or like blonde. So I really like this actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, there have been a couple that were just like actually blonde. Like I think was her name Daphne or something? Delilah? I don't know. I can never remember their names. Okay, so her outfit, this is really cute. I love this a lot. So it has a ton of little ruffles. It's a simple outfit. This kind of like ruffly effect is actually really easy to achieve. It's literally just like one piece of fabric with a ton of little strips of fabric stitched to it, but still looks incredible. Like for such a simple design, they've executed it quite well. The top is really cool. So the top has these like strappy details up there, and then it has these little flowers embroidered onto it. That is like actually embroidered, isn't it? That's real embroidery. So they've actually done like real embroidered flowers onto the top. It's very simple embroidery, but still like that's, I mean, embroidery on a Playline doll, like you only get that with MGA. Like I can't remember the any time in my life I've received an embroidered top or an embroidered piece of clothing from Mattel. I have many collector Mattel dolls, and I think only like maybe a handful have any embroidery on them. So to get embroidery on a Playline doll is almost unheard of. Only MGA does that kind of. So I'm starting to see now why she doesn't have any additional pieces, because they put a little bit more detail into this particular piece here. It carries on to the back as well. So a lot of time with Playline dolls, the back is just blank, but with hers, the embroidery is still on the back. And then these are actually raised. These are like little, like, I get the sense that this is just like some sort of fabric paint. It probably was pre-applied to the fabric before they made this outfit, I would assume. And then her body is all like freckles all over her whole body. That is so cool. Even on her hands, look at that. Her hands also have freckles on them. And also her nails are painted as well. I think she has a freckle on her fingernail. Yeah, so clearly they applied the freckle paint after her nails were painted, because her fingernails do have freckles on them. But honestly, that's a minor detail. That's whatever. That doesn't bother me. But even on her knees, like you can see, like there's a little bit of paint detail around like where her knees are. Very, very cool. Very cool. And then her shoes are fine. I'm not mad about her shoes. They're whatever. They're better than some of the other shoes I've seen in this line so far, so I'll take it. The shoes in this line have been a little bit underwhelming, but these are pretty cool. I haven't seen this mold before. Maybe it's existed before. I didn't buy any of those packs, those like shoe packs that Rainbow High released where they were like $10 for a pair of shoes. I didn't buy any of those, so I don't know if maybe these are like one of those molds that they're just reusing now. But I haven't seen these before on any of the mainline outfits. But they're pretty cool. And then for articulation, same articulation as every other doll. They got the head tilt, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, and then the hip, and then the double jointed knee. So Rainbow High dolls do have rooted lashes. It's hard to see, but her lashes actually are not black. They are actually, I kind of suspected they would be. They're actually more like blonde, which is actually pretty cool. I appreciate that attention to detail, that when the character has blonde hair and they might have like a lighter eyelash, they actually give them a lighter eyelash. That's actually really cool. That's not something I would expect from any company other than MGA. That's a very like specific detail that MGA would look at, and other companies would just be like, ah, whatever. I mean, MGA is one of the only doll companies that gives us rooted lashes in a Playline doll. I genuinely can't think of any others. Has Mattel ever given us rooted lashes in a Playline doll? If they have, I can't remember. But like, it wasn't any time recently that I can think of. I'm like I'm like racking my brain to try to find a time when I had rooted eyelashes on like a Barbie. I have collector Barbies that I paid hundreds of dollars for that don't even have rooted eyelashes, so. I like rooted eyelashes personally. It's a minor detail, but I think it gives the doll's eyes a lot of life, so I appreciate that detail. Oh my god, I'm so close to being done with all these Rainbow High dolls. I love Rainbow High, but unboxing a bunch of them really quickly can be kind of like a lot, honestly. But I just wanted to make sure that I did actually get each of them unboxed and do a little video about each one. Because I know that there's a lot of people who just want to see like one specific character, so I just like to make sure that I have like the thoroughness of having like each one have their own video. I know a lot of people also just don't care, so I get that, but but I like to know that they're out there if people want to see. That's why I do all these videos. I do like this one a lot. She did not disappoint. I looking at her in the box, I will tell you right now, these dolls, these new Rainbow High dolls, because there's no extra outfit, there's no extra like anything crazy, when you see them in the store in the box, it is what it is. Like you get what you get. So I feel like that's kind of all you need. Like when I take these out of the box, I don't feel like I'm getting anything extra. There's no like, oh, now that she's out of the box, I love her so much more. It's like, yeah, she's exactly what I expected. I knew I was gonna like this one a lot, and I do. I do like her a lot. She's really beautiful. What was her name? Victoria. This is Victoria. Yeah, she looks like a Victoria. I don't know why, but I'm just like, she looks like she would be named Victoria. So if you like this kind of content, please like, comment, subscribe. I'm constantly doing all kinds of doll content. I still have a few more of these to unbox as well. So thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.